Welcome to Friday Friendly Kitchen, and today we are going to make a radish thoran. It is basically it's a South Indian stir fry. I'm using today is the relish or radish, which we call it in English, or mulli mullangi in Tamil and mulli in Hindi. And I'm going to stir fry this, and so let's see how it is been made. So the next step, I have one large piece over here, and I have cut into quarters, peel the skin and cut into quarters, and I have a sprig of curry leaves, and I have two medium size of onions. I usually buy big size onions, but it was not available. I only managed to get a small size onion. So now let's get into the stove and see how it is being cooked. So viewers, before we begin the thoran, the radish thoran, so we got to fry the radish first without oil or without anything. And here's my chopped radish. So we got to fry them until it softens a little bit. With a preheated wok, I've just added the radish, and with that, all we need to do is just fry them like this till it gets softened and changes its color. And I will show you once it is the time when the color changes. As you can see, now the color is starting to change from bright white, and it's becoming slightly yellowish, and this is not the point that we can remove them. It still needs to be cooked because it's still firm and it has to soften more. And if you could see, the bottom of the pot has also leaving some stains. It is to evaporate the moisture in this radish. As the color changing, I assume that it is ready, and even the tips are also browning a little bit. So this is an indication that you may remove your radish, which is dehydrated at this moment. So it is ready to be cooked. So it is time to dish out, and I am going to dish them out. And dear viewers, and here is the radish that is been dehydrated to remove the moisture. And now it is ready to cook, so we'll leave it to cool it off, and while that we can prepare the other ingredients. Thank you, and I'll see you. Hello viewers, now to begin with, I'm going to start off by heating up the oil. I'm going to use approximately about 2 tablespoons of oil. This would be about 3, but it's fine. And let the oil warm up or heat up, and then we'll cook it. Dear viewers, with this I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of mustard seed. And we'll cover it with a cover so that it doesn't spread out when it starts to crack. I repeat, it is 1.5 teaspoons of mustard seed. The mustard seed is already ready and it's already been cracked. At this point, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of urad dal. And saute a little until it changes the color slightly. The color has already changed a little, and now I'm adding 2 dried chilies. At this point, I am going to add the curry leaves. So just be careful, it may just splatter. And for that, I'm just going to cover this right away. And at this point, I'm going to add the red onions. I remind you, this is 2 red onions, medium size. And at this point, I'm going to add some salt just to speed up the process. So we will wait for the onions to be translucent. The onions has become translucent. At this point, I am going to add the radish, the white radish, which I've chopped into cubes. And give it a quick stir. If you have asked me how many radish I use, I only use 1. Any size, if it's big or small, doesn't matter, but try to do in a smaller quantity and try it out. And after this, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric powder is always good. this point, I'm just going to add a little bit of water, approximately about a quarter cup. I poured about 1/3, so I'm just going to give a quick stir and cover this. And I have already covered, so we'll wait for approximately about 5 minutes to cook on a medium flame. So we will see how it turns out later. Dear viewers, at time to time you have to stir a little bit, so I'm going to do a little stir. And it has to cook more. It is not half cooked. It has to be well cooked. So we will continue to let it cook. See you in a bit. Dear viewers, we are going to stir again and check if it's more cooked. It still needs to be cooked. And at this point, I'm going to leave it uncovered, and I'm going to add some quarter cup of coconut. I'm using dried coconut or desiccated coconut, not the sweet version, unsweetened version. So give it a quick stir. So I'm going to leave it uncovered and let the water evaporate and let the radish cook till it's done. At this point, we are ready, and the water has evaporated. And I could take it out right now, but before that I have some trick for you, and I'm going to show to you in a second. My secret ingredient for the final part is half a teaspoon of ghee. Oops, I think you can see now. Some ghee, half a teaspoon. That's all. Dear viewers, this is my special ingredient, and I will see you once I have dished out this dish. Before I dish out this dish, I just want to remind you, you can garnish it with some chopped coriander. I am going to add them later as my display. So that's all for this moment, and I will see you in a moment. And here viewers, my final product, and I'm finally garnishing with some cilantro. And this is my radish stir fry with coconut, or we can call it as thoran. The Malayalis, they call it as thoran. So this would be a great dish with many other curries, rice, chapatis, rotis, bread, and so on. You can try them out. and do leave your comment below. And once if you're not sure about certain things, where you are going to get and all these things, so especially the ingredients, please message me, leave your comments below, and I will guide you through. And if you're not sure about the name, you can also Google it up. And so we'll see you in my next video. So thanks for watching, and do not forget to subscribe if you are new. And I thank you for all the newcomers who have subscribed my channel, and we'll see you in my new video. Please share the video with everyone, and do not subscribe, and do the same for everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.